Guys, Rich Trades over here, and I just want to tell you guys how I was able to afford these two cars at the age of 20. This is about 120,000 and that was about 50,000. These are all bought in cash. So, true story, I first started working at Walmart and I did not know about trading until a friend introduced me to it, and I started off trading options. Around that time, I was making about $12 an hour and I was driving a $2,000 car that was actually salvage title. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I had this feeling inside me where I started to not like it. It was literally making me so depressed. It was not the lifestyle that I wanted. Not to mention, I was living in a one-bedroom apartment and I felt like I had no purpose just because I felt like, why am I working for someone? Why am I being a slave to the system? So I started to continue trading options. I was unprofitable for about 6 months, lost about 4 grand. And to that time, it was a lot to me. It hurt me a lot. So I was looking for other ways to make money. And until then, something clicked and I started to become profitable on options. And when I started to become profitable on options, I felt like I wasn't making enough money. It wasn't really life-changing money. I needed to make a lot more, especially for the lifestyle that I wanted. So when I was looking into ways of making money, I discovered futures trading, and I discovered futures trading prop firms like TopStep, Apex, and stuff like that. And I started to take advantage of them. So I started trading with TopStep at first, about at $50, and I was unprofitable. I was blowing my accounts for like 6 months straight. And then when I would get funded, I would blow it because of making stupid mistakes. Then I started to put my rules in check. I put my strategy into motion and I stayed consistent, disciplined. I made sure that my psychology wouldn't break up, and that's when I started to become profitable and consistent. And I would use one payout to buy multiple accounts, and that's the main thing that led me to afford these two cars and my house and basically my lifestyle that I'm living right now. That's what clicked for me. I did not stop there. I made sure to stay consistent and profitable. Even though I would take a payout, I would leave like a little bit of a buffer in there so that way I don't just blow the account the next day. And I wanted to make sure that I put some money aside into my live account. So I would use those payouts to fund my live account. And that's what is the most important key here is you don't want to put your eggs in one basket. You want to make sure you fund your live account while also funding your lifestyle, because that's going to be a very important thing. You know, when these prop firms run dry, if they ever do, which I don't think they will, I think they'll be around for a very, very long time. It's good to put your money in a live account just in case. And I just want to say, these two cars, it's cool. But after this car right here, actually, I bought my dad his pickup truck because I felt like I didn't want to be spoiled and I didn't want to be, selfish. I didn't want to buy things just for myself. I want to help my parents because they helped me. You know, they're the ones that told me to keep going. Of course, without them, I wouldn't even be here. So I wanted to reward them. Pickup truck is not here at the moment because my dad took it. But I made a separate shorts video explaining the pickup truck, what it was, and why I bought my dad it. Now, I just want to say, if you came from nothing and you think that you can't make it just because people say you need to have a lot of capital, don't listen to them. I started with literally no capital. The most important part is, though, before you start blowing your money on evals and funded accounts, make sure you have a strategy in place. So make sure you start paper trading, and this is where most people mess up. Treat paper trading like a real account. The emotions, the sizing, everything. Treat it like a real account. You know, because you cannot just have unlimited funds on a eval, and you cannot just let trades that are super red go green because you got lucky. You need to treat it like an actual account. You need to have your stop losses in place. You need to make sure your take profits are according to the chart, and you need to make sure that whatever you're doing on a paper, you're going to actually do on an eval or a funded account. And once you have a strategy in place and once you have a psychology in place, and once you realize you practice for 3 or 4 weeks, then you can start on a funded account. That's when you are ready. This is why so many people blow a lot of their money, is because they're not ready and they start buying funded accounts. Once you get that over with and you're ready to become consistent, then that's when you're ready to hop on a funded account and start making money with withdrawals and stuff like that. Now, what really got me here, the mindset change that really got me here, was switching from minis to micros. That was the main reason why I stopped blowing my account. It was cool seeing that you can be up $1,000 in a couple of minutes, but most of the time it's just going to go the other way and you're going to blow your account. 50K accounts, 3 to 5 micros, 150 150K accounts, 5 to 9 micros max, no more than that. And your stop loss should not be too wide, and if it is, you need to size very, very light, like probably 2 or 3 micros. You can still make money with 2 or 3 micros. It's really not an issue. Like today, I just made 751 sizing with just 2 micros, and I was only risking $100 on that trade. You can be profitable, you can be consistent. It's all in your mind. You got this. Comment below what your goals are and what you want to accomplish. And I'll make another video updating my strategies, and stay tuned for the info.